Alright friends, we're going to move on to something different. I know a lot of y'all had problems with the online textbook stuff, so we're going to move on and start working on some exponents. It's going to be new, but I think you can handle it. So we're just going to do the best we can. I'll be teaching from home, and you're going to have to watch some videos and then do some work. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about zero and negative exponents. I sent you a copy of the notes. At the very top, it gives you a couple of examples that you can look at, and it's going to be just really simple examples. And then over here, we're going to go through a little bit some more complex stuff. So here we go. First example, the first thing you'll see on your notes is anything that has this exponent of 0. So this is 20 to the 0. The answer is going to be 1. Okay, so anything that has a 0 exponent, the answer is going to be 1. You see here we have 15 times 6 to the 0. Well, that 6 to the 0 is going to be 1, so that's the same thing as 15 times 1, which is just 15. Okay, over here, you got all this stuff. Okay, you got a whole bunch of stuff going on. 13, x to the 4th, y to the z. We don't even know what to do with that. We've got over 10x to the negative 20. We don't know what to do with the negative exponent yet either. We're going to learn that in just a second. But we've got these parentheses right here. And when we have these parentheses, that 0 is outside. So it's saying that all of this inside the parentheses is to the 0 power. Okay, and so when we have all that, that means it's all of this to the 0, so the answer is just 1. Okay, don't make it more complicated. We'll figure out why in a couple more lessons, but for right now, that's all you need to know. Negative exponents. When you have a negative exponent, okay, all you need to know is if that negative exponent is on the top, so right here we have x to the negative 5th, you're going to move it to the bottom of a fraction. If there's nothing else up there, we have to put a 1. So this x to the negative 5th becomes 1 over x to the 5th. Okay, if that negative exponent is already on the bottom, so it's 1 over x to the negative 20th, then we're going to move it to the top. And it's just x to the 20th. Okay, there's nothing left on the bottom, so it's just x to the 20th, and that's our answer. Just like 1x to the 5th, or 1 over x to the 5th would be our answer there. Okay, so once you move the exponent, you just change the sign to positive, and then everything's good to go. Alright, over here, we have 14x to the negative 6th. Well, this 14 is just a regular old whole number. Okay, the negative 6 is only next to the x. So, the x to the negative 6 has a negative exponent, so that has to go to the bottom, become x to the 6th, and the 14 is now going to stay on the top. So it's just 14x to the 6th. Right here we have 2 to the negative 3. Okay, so we're going to move this negative 3 down to the bottom and make it 2 cubed. Now we actually know what 2 cubed is. It's not a variable. So if we know what the answer is, or we can figure it out by plugging it in a calculator, then we're going to do that work. So 2 cubed, remember, is the same thing as 2 times 2 times 2. So that would be 1 over 8 would be our final answer there. Alright, we have this fraction, so we have 15 over x to the negative 2. Alright, so the negative 2 is now on the bottom, so that means it has to go up. The 15 is just going to hang out where it's at. Okay, there's nothing that tells us to do anything with the 15, so it just stays put. So it's 15, the x to the negative 2 goes up there with it, so this is just 15x squared. Okay, now we've got another fraction. We've got x to the negative 3, and we've got y to the 4th. Well, this has a negative exponent, but this already has a positive exponent. So that positive exponent, we don't do anything with it. We just leave it where it's at. Okay, the negative exponent we have to move to the bottom. So we draw our fraction line. The x cubed has to come down. The y to the 4th is going to stay put. And if we don't have anything else, there's nothing else in this problem, we're going to put a 1 kind of as a placeholder on top. Alright? And then this other one, we've got 2 negative exponents in here. Let's go ahead and add a number in here. We'll make this 8x to the negative 7. Alright? So, if I have 8x to the negative 7, okay, remember the negative 7 is only next to the x. Okay, the negative 2 is only next to the y. So the x to the negative 7 has to go to the bottom. The y to the negative 2 has to go up. The 8 is just a number, so it's just going to stay by itself. Okay, so I draw my fraction line. The 8's going to stay put, so I just write it. The x to the negative 7 has to go to the bottom. The y to the negative 2 has to go up. So my answer is 8y squared over x to the 7th. Alright, so that's all you need to know about zero and negative exponents. Make sure we're staying safe out there. Make sure y'all are having a fun time. Come back next time. We'll have some more exponents to do, and you'll be able to learn a bunch more things. So we'll see you later.